All right. So what's your name?
Nick,
Nick. Yeah. How old are you, Nick?
55,
55. Yeah. Where are you from originally?
Swansea Suburbs.
Swansea. Yeah. Okay. And what's your current situation? You out here homeless?
Yeah, I'm street homeless.
Yeah. Okay. So how long you been out here on the streets, man?
About 5 years.
5 years. Okay, that's quite a long time. What led to you being homeless?
Well, I was living in Cornwall. My father was a local vicar, as it happens. Down there. He was a vicar at Tenancy for a while. He had terminal cancer, so I gave up my home, my job, just cared for him full time. And 6 weeks later, he was dead. He always set up to move into his place after he went, but because of the swiftness of his death, he didn't have a chance to put me on his tenancy thing. So 2 days after his funeral, I had a letter and I had to leave. So basically, I've been street homeless on and off for 5 years now because he died in 2020. Been in and out of prison, mental hospital, homeless hostels, but generally spent my time on the streets of Exeter. For about 22 of my friends have died in the last 2.5 years, you know. It's, I've come up from Torquay. I left Swansea in '87, did 10 years in Devon, didn't like Devon much. Then my dad came up, kidnapped me, took me to Cornwall. I spent 26 years in Cornwall, raised a family. I'm not with the partner. We split up after 5 years. She was quite violent towards me. But yeah, my children are grown up now, and I don't, they've got their own lives. They
Yeah.
don't need me anymore. Dad's gone. Well, yeah, I've just managed enough for. Well, anyway, 26 years down there, and I came back from Devon. Within a few days, the police were on me. I don't know why, but I've had relentless problems with them in the whole 5 years. I've been beaten up by them. Then you get done for assaulting them. I've even had them stamping on me in the bloody prison reception up there. Some of the things I've seen down in Exeter, it's like something out of Nazi Germany in the 30s. It's where they victimise just sort of 3 or 4 big policemen standing over a homeless girl with mental health problems. She's cowering away and they're stood over her. It's not a good image. I felt the brutality of things down there. I was beaten up. They arrested me outside the mosque. They came in the mosque. Not this last Christmas before I was in there. And I went out, I didn't want the amount going out, and they slammed me to the floor, cuffing me up. The man was saying you couldn't believe it. It's very strange down there. But anyway, 26 years in Cornwall, back to Devon for 5 years of hell. Well, after all my money and everything was stolen from the homeless or the halfway house place I was staying at, when all my money was stolen by someone or some persons in there. And then I was locked out and unable to go and get my property. Left out on the street again. I thought, no, I've had enough. I was hoping to go back to Bristol because I spent some time in Bristol earlier in the year. Wonderful place, very warm, welcoming. It's got the a wonderful scene going there, very friendly and welcoming. I spent the last 3 weeks wandering around with bleeding feet. It took me 7 attempts to get my feet dressed. When I'm bleeding and got cuts, and they admitted me to hospital. The doctor said, I'll be in the morning to do your feet. Within 10 minutes of her leaving to go home, they turfed me out the bed. So I was out on the street again, wandering around with my blistered and bleeding feet. But there you go. I'm here. I've been up 3 weeks ago. I left Torquay, landed I've wandered the streets of London. This is a nice spot. You don't get a lot of help. The next day you get people come along and you might get the odd 5 or 10 here unless you get kind of a nice meal or something. You do get bits of food, but yeah. Payday I should be hopefully. I want to have a look at the East End while I'm up here, because I've been up here for 30, 40 years. It's not the London I remember anyway, it's quite upsetting, but I've got to go up the East End for my late father-in-law, for his sake, and have a look round. The places he told me about, he was a rag and bone man, or his family were back in the East End back in the day. He was in the Merchant Navy, Dixieland drummer called Bill Bailey. By the Bow Bells. Lovely, lovely man. So I've got to have a look around the East End, but just for his sake. But after that, I think I'll return to Bristol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So ultimately, due to, your father not putting you on a tenancy, that led to you having to hit the streets, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Okay. And you mentioned you got some kids. How many was that in total?
Well, I've had my first child died of cot there when I was 19.
Yeah.
And I'd married the girl. I tried to do the right thing, and then the child died of cot there.
Yeah.
Kaylee.
Sorry to hear that, man. So did it end up in a divorce? Is that why you're not?
Well, she got pregnant again instantly. It was supposedly on the pill. But I mean, obviously, I didn't. It doesn't matter. I got Carrie. She's in her 30s. And we split up. A lovely child, Carrie. Yeah. I mean,
Did they know you out here on the streets?
No. We weren't homeless then.
Did they know you're on the streets now?
No.
No?
They don't know where I am.
Okay. So you haven't been in contact with them for a long time?
No, not for about 2 years before Dad died. So it's got to be about 7 years since I've had a proper contact. And I brought two of those girls. I brought those girls up.
Right.
They were everything to me, but they turned their back on me and their granddad when he was in his hour of need, and that's hurt me.
If you could say something to them right now, what would it be?
I'm sorry, girls, and I wish I had you back in my lives. I don't like living like this, but you broke my heart. You broke my heart, girls. But there you go. I'm on your dad. God bless you, and I hope you have lovely lives.
Right.
I hope sometimes you think of the good times we had together. I love you all very dearly.
So that's sweet, man. So do you think the death of your father played a big toll on your mental health? Yeah. Yeah, sorry to hear that, man. So, before he passed, did you have a job?
Who?
You?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was you doing?
Working in the motor industry.
Okay.
Making brake pipes for the motor
Right,
industry.
so
brake hoses,
yeah,
hydraulics.
but the money wasn't enough to pay rent.
Well, no, it was. At a lovely place.
Okay.
On the cliffs.
But it's just your mental health that was...
I've always struggled with mental health.
Yeah. Okay. Did you receive any help for that?
Not down there, no.
No, you just left alone?
I just got on with it. I lived alone. I used to have fluctuations in my mental health when I'm out, but
Yeah. Okay.
structure's good if you've got work. I was living in a lovely place as well. It's a lot more positive.
Alright. When's the last time you had a warm bed? Long time ago.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Okay. Yeah. Was that like a hostel?
Yeah.
Right, okay. What do you do to survive out here? It seems like you've been out here for a long time, man. How do you make money and...
I do attend to benefits last, but
Yeah.
coming up here is a different environment. Obviously,
Right.
but when my money comes around, I will budget and I'll be fine. But
Yeah. So you mentioned you're going to get paid. Is that from Universal Credit?
yeah, I think Universal, I've got to get my PIP. I'm not sure. I don't think that's something like the 14th, so I've got a while to go, yes, sir.
Right. So they're not able to help you with a housing situation.
I'm coming to see something. I've just been wandering the streets, but I was at a food run today. The young lady told me about a project, and I'm meeting her there tomorrow. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hope it works out for you,
we'll
man.
see what happens. But all things work out. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't they?
Has it been dangerous out here for you on the streets? What kind of things have you gone through?
Well,
Anything crazy?
previously in Exeter, I was blasted in the face once at the food run. 52 stitches.
Oh. Wow.
Slapped in the hand.
Yeah.
Then I got my tendons reattached.
Yeah. Was that due to a fight?
No, I was stabbed in the hand by a heroin dealer.
Oh no, sorry to hear that, man.
Uh,
So, since being out here on the
I
streets,
don't
have you...
use heroin, so I don't know there's a problem with him, sure.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Since being out here on the streets, have you been introduced to any drugs?
No, I always smoke with herb anyway.
Okay, so you've been able to stay sober, yeah? Oh, that's good, man. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. It appears, you've had a hard time, especially with the passing of your father and the abandonment from your children. Sorry you've had to go through this, man. And I hope you can, find the strength to get out of this situation,
Thank you, sir.
and there'll be some help for you out there. Just keep the faith, stay strong, and you'll be able to make it out, man. If you could have 3 wishes right now, what would they be?
Peace in Palestine.
Alright, 2 more?
Reunite with and reconnect my children.
For your children, yeah? Yeah. 1 more?
Save that one for later, innit?
You want to save it for later,
Yeah.
yeah? Yeah. Any last words, buddy?
God bless you, mate. All the best. Nice to have your company. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.